Hi, I'm Yanni Muller.
And I'm Sam Rojas.
And I'm stealing this golf cart. Yeah, so what are you doing this weekend?
Well, I'll tell you something I'm not doing. Going to the movies.
Why not?
Well, I don't know. It just kind of lost its appeal to me back in 8th grade. Check out why other people aren't going to the movies either.
As years go by, it seems as though less and less people have been going to the movies.
One of the things that I don't think people are actually saying, though, that I think really speaks to this entire generation, isn't just the money, and it's not just, the fact that, there's nothing really original being done anymore. In fact, there are 27 sequels being done this year in 2011. I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that when you go to the movies, you're supposed to be giving your entire attention to the movie screen, and no one wants to do that anymore. If you go to the movies, look around you. You'll see how many people are texting at the same time they're at the movies. Nobody likes to sort of be confined to one thing. You guys are a multitasking generation, particularly when it comes to technology. So the idea that you're supposed to be watching a screen, giving it your undivided attention, doesn't appeal to anyone that much anymore, particularly if there's, God forbid, dialogue involved, where you're actually supposed to listen to what people are saying.
Most people choose to miss out on the movie theaters because they would rather watch the movie for free online or wait until the movie comes out on Netflix or DVD.
I don't go to the movies anymore because I have a job and school and I'm too busy. And also because the movies prices have gotten so expensive, it's absolutely ridiculous. Just for movie tickets and candy, you end up spending about $40 at the movie theaters.
I still go to the movies because it's relaxing and I like seeing like originality and stuff like that. Like, I like watching my favorite actors, and I wouldn't mind paying $10 every once in a while just to see a movie. It doesn't bother me as much.
Although 3D was made to pull the moviegoers back in, the rise in prices seems to be less convincing. However, things can always change and a new movie-going era can arise. Reporting with WJAG, I'm Brooke Savage.
Speaking of the movies, what's even out right now?
There's the one film with the guy from the film, the guy with the face, and he does the
You
thing.
have no idea, do you?
Not really. But you know who does? Adam Young. Let's check out one of his newest segments, Real Talk with Adam Young.
Welcome back to another episode of Real Talk. I'm Adam, and I'm here to talk about some of the movies coming out this week, as well as any movie-related news. Over break, we had 3 great movies come out. Those movies were Limitless, which is the story of author Eddie Mora, played by Bradley Cooper, who is suffering from chronic writer's block. Eddie's life changes dramatically when an old friend introduces him to the NZT, a revolutionary new drug that allows him to tap into his full potential, making him one of the smartest men ever. As people chase him for the stash of NZT, he discovers the fatal side effect of this experimental drug.
I was blind, but now I see. A tablet a day, and I was limitless. I now had cultural appetites.
Since when do you speak Italian?
I finished my book in 4 days.
I'd like to renegotiate my advance.
Math became useful.
From 12,000 to 2.3 million in 10 days. I'm baffled by this guy.
Another movie that came out last week was Paul. Paul is the story of an alien named Paul, voiced by Seth Rogen, who has been hanging out at a top-secret military base. He decides to hop on the next ride out, which just so happens to be an RV driven by Graham Willie, played by Simon Pegg, and Clive Gollings, played by Nick Frost. As these 3 are chased by federal agents, Graham and Clive have to get Paul back to his mothership. The final movie you missed last week was The Lincoln Lawyer. The Lincoln Lawyer is a story where Mickey Haller, played by Matthew McConaughey, a Los Angeles criminal defense attorney who operates out of the back of his Lincoln sedan, lands the biggest case of his career, defending Louis Roulette, a Beverly Hills playboy accused of attempted murder. This seemingly straightforward case suddenly develops into a deadly game of survival for Haller. This week, we have a great movie coming out from Warner Brothers to take the action spot. Sucker Punch is the story of Baby Doll, played by Emily Browning, a young girl who is confined to a mental institution by her stepfather who plans to have her killed in 5 days. She creates an imaginary world with 4 other girls to plan her escape from the institution. Sucker Punch is directed by Zack Snyder, who is also the director of Dawn of the Dead and Watchmen.
What are you doing?
I'm pretending to be like Indoor Percussion. You know, the group that won so much over the weekend.
Yeah, speaking of the group that won so much last weekend, let's see how they did instead.
Following a last-place finish at the premiere at Flanagan High School, our Indoor Percussion troupe has finished first in their class at every single competition. State championships are in 2 weeks, and Indoor Percussion is hard at work.
We're getting up to our last competition now. We're pretty excited. It's been a great season so far, and we're expecting a win this weekend. Based on all the past competitions we got, you know, we've been getting some really high scores. We placed first in the country right now. We're ranked out first in our class. So we're expecting to win at the championships this weekend in Green Acres at John I.
The future looks promising for Coral Glades Indoor Percussion. Be sure to see their state championship at John I. Leonard High School next weekend. Tickets are $12 and sold at the front. This is Christina Pagano for WJAG.
You know, as much as our student body likes to make jokes and goof around, I really can't believe how much dedication they have to community service and helping other people at times.
You mean like what they did for the Relay for Life?
The American Cancer Society holds many fundraisers each year to provide funds to further cancer research.
Relay for Life was our student government event that we tried to raise money for cancer patients and the Joe DiMaggio Hospital.
Here at Coral Glades, the student government got involved by hosting a mini relay for this purpose. During the relay, many students got out of their 7th period to provide for a good cause. They all gathered for an afternoon of fun and food as they walked around the football field.
The walk was pretty amazing. It was a nice atmosphere. There were a lot of people that showed up. Even though we wanted more people, the amount of people we had for our first one was pretty good. We had an amazing DJ. There was a lot of good suites, a wide range of suites, and the rule was you had to walk around the track once to get some suites, so it was pretty good. We raised $450 that goes to the Relay for Life for Coral Springs. It goes to cancer patients in finding research for it as well. So.
The relay was successful, and thanks to the students, SGA was able to give a great donation. With WJAG, I'm Brian Shapiro.
As the end of the school year approaches, maintaining your GPA and getting good grades aren't the only components for graduating. For the 2010-2011 school year, seniors are required to have a minimum of 40 service hours to graduate. Our school offers a variety of clubs, such as Key Club, Spanish Honor Society, SGA, and many other service opportunities to meet your requirements.
At the beginning of the year, I noticed that I didn't have enough service hours to graduate. So I decided to join Key Club because they have a bunch of opportunities to get them. Plus, I just like helping people.
Remember, 40 to graduate, $250 for the silver cord, which you can reserve in the guidance. Good luck to all seniors.
Well, that's all we have for today, Jaguars.
Don't forget to come see Man vs. Beast at the Terravella Gym tonight.
We gotta go before security catches us.
It's Friday.